Okay, let's just stop for a second and soak this in. Karen Gillan, Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe, and Dave Bautista all in one epic action fantasy? Yeah, we're talking about the upcoming Highlander Remake, and it just got a serious upgrade. Karen Gillan, best known for her roles as Nebula in the Marvel Universe and Ruby Roundhouse in Jumanji, is officially joining the star-studded cast of Chad Stahelski's reboot of the cult classic Highlander. Now, if you're not familiar with the original 1986 film, don't worry, we've got you covered. And if you are, buckle up, because this remake is shaping up to be something truly wild. We're going to break down everything you need to know: who's playing who, what the story might look like, who's behind the camera, and why this could be Karen Gillan's next big franchise. Trust us, this is one cinematic sword fight you'll want front row seats for. Let's also talk about timing. Hollywood is in a space right now where fantasy and legacy IPs are getting serious investment. Amazon's already shown its commitment with The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. Now with Highlander, they're aiming to reboot a property with both nostalgia value and fresh appeal. It's also notable that Amazon is committing to a theatrical release instead of going straight to Prime Video. That shows confidence in the box office potential and signals that this film could be a tentpole moment. And with an international cast, epic sword fights, and a world-spanning story, there's definitely global appeal. Plus, fans of the original are now old enough to bring their kids. It's the perfect storm of legacy and reboot energy. Karen Gillan, for her part, has been keeping busy outside the superhero and adventure genres. She recently starred in The Life of Chuck, based on the Stephen King novella, which premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival and won the People's Choice Award. That's a clear sign she's broadening her acting portfolio and looking for emotionally rich stories. So her move to join Highlander isn't just about grabbing another big title. It's about choosing projects that resonate. If the remake digs deeper into Heather's storyline than the original did, Gillan could walk away with one of her most impactful performances yet. It's a smart career move that balances blockbuster appeal with storytelling potential. So what should we expect next? As filming begins in September, we'll likely start seeing set photos, teasers, and official footage trickling out by early next year. Expect a big marketing push, especially with names like Cavill, Crowe, Bautista, and now Gillan attached. And depending on how it all comes together, Highlander could launch a new cinematic universe of its own. Think prequels, spin-offs, and sequels exploring immortals from different eras and cultures. That's the beauty of the concept. It's open-ended. As long as the "there can only be one" mantra stays intact, the possibilities are endless. And for fans of fantasy and action with a little emotional soul, this might be one of the most anticipated movies on the horizon. Alright folks, that's your full breakdown of Karen Gillan joining the Highlander remake. With a dream cast, a visionary director, and a classic story built for modern audiences, this film is shaping up to be something special. Whether you're a longtime fan of the original or just discovering the concept for the first time, it's definitely one to keep on your radar. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more entertainment updates, and leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on this cast? Are you excited for Karen Gillan's next big role? And do you think this remake can live up to the original's legacy? Let's get the conversation going. Until next time, stay curious, stay cinematic, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's kick things off with the basics. The original Highlander dropped in 1986 and quickly became a cult favorite, blending fantasy, action, and a little bit of sci-fi. It starred Christopher Lambert as Connor MacLeod, an immortal Scottish warrior, battling other immortals across centuries. The twist? There can only be one left standing. His mentor, Ramirez, was played by none other than Sean Connery, and the villain, the Kurgan, was absolutely brutal. Fast forward to 2025, And now we've got Henry Cavill stepping into the lead role as McLeod. Cavill, already known for portraying Superman and Geralt in The Witcher, is no stranger to fantasy or action. So it's no surprise he was the top choice to wield the sword in this updated version of Highlander, which is now in the works under Amazon MGM's United Artists banner. Now here's where things get even more interesting. Joining Cavill is Russell Crowe, who's playing Ramirez, the wise, sword-wielding mentor. Crowe's got the gravitas and screen presence to bring serious weight to the role, and if you've seen him in Gladiator, you know he's born for this kind of part. Then there's Dave Bautista, another powerhouse performer, cast as the Kurgan, the film's terrifying immortal villain. Bautista's physicality and intensity should make this one of his most memorable roles yet. Add in Marisa Abela, one of the rising stars from the series industry, and now Karen Gillan. This isn't just a remake, it's turning into a full-scale fantasy epic. We're talking next-level casting here, folks, and that alone is enough to get fans hyped for what's coming. So what role is Karen Gillan playing in all of this? According to exclusive reports, she's been cast as Heather, McLeod's mortal wife and the love of his life. In the original film, Heather represented a deeply emotional anchor for McLeod, a reminder of the life and love he lost due to his immortality. Gillan brings the right mix of emotional depth and strength to this kind of character. We've seen her play complicated roles before, from her stoic performance as Nebula to her adventurous and comedic side in Jumanji. Heather is a smaller but pivotal role, and it's possible that the remake will expand her storyline, giving her more depth and agency. That could give Gillan a powerful emotional arc to explore, something that's increasingly important in modern action films. Behind the camera is Chad Stahelski, and this is a big deal. If the name sounds familiar, it's because he directed the entire John Wick franchise. His background in stunt coordination and action choreography is legendary, and he's known for creating grounded, visceral fight sequences that feel raw and intense. Stahelski has said in past interviews that he wants Highlander to honor the original while modernizing its action and storytelling for today's audiences. So expect intense sword fights, rich world building, and probably a darker, more stylized tone. If anyone can breathe new life into a franchise about immortals walked in battle through the ages, it's this guy. Honestly, just the idea of a sword fight between Cavill and Bautista, shot through Stahelski's lens, has us all kinds of excited. Let's talk production. The film is being developed under Amazon MGM, and it's set for a theatrical release, not just streaming. That's a major vote of confidence. We're also hearing that principal photography is scheduled to begin at the end of September, which means casting is locking in, sets are being built, and the team is getting ready to roll cameras. The script is written by Michael Finch, known for his work on John Wick Chapter 4, and the producers include Scott Stuber, Neil H. Moritz, and Stahelski himself through 8711 Entertainment. Add in Josh Davis from Davis Panzer Productions, the company that's been behind the Highlander brand since the beginning. And it's clear this reboot isn't just about nostalgia. It's about legacy. The pieces are in place, and this production has serious potential to launch an entirely new generation of fans. Karen Gillan's casting is especially exciting when you consider the potential franchise impact. If this Highlander remake performs well at the box office, it could become her third major franchise. Think about it. She's already a core player in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and she's front and center in the Jumanji series, which has another sequel in development. Highlander could give her another platform to show off her range and solidify her as a multi-franchise star. That's a rare achievement, even among A-list actors. Plus, with her fanbase, charisma, and growing filmography, Gillan is more than capable of bringing emotional complexity to a role like Heather, even if it's not the most action-heavy part in the film. So what makes Highlander so special that it deserves a remake? Well, the original had a cult following because it mixed mythology, swordplay, and a heavy dose of rock and roll style. Remember, Queen did the original soundtrack. It was quirky, bold, and unlike anything else at the time. While it didn't break records at the box office, it went on to spawn sequels, a TV series, and even novels. The core concept, immortals battling through history, is timeless. And let's face it, with today's technology, filmmaking tools, and fresh creative voices, the story is ripe for a comeback. The new Highlander has the potential to take everything that made the original fun and give it the epic, polished scale it always deserved. From a cinematic standpoint, this remake is also tapping into a trend that's doing really well right now, blending action with emotional storytelling. Recent hits like Dune, The Batman, and even Top Gun Maverick have shown that audiences want more than just explosions. They want character, depth, and stakes. And Highlander has all of that built in. The idea of being immortal sounds cool, but what happens when everyone you love grows old and dies? What kind of toll does that take on a person? That's where characters like Heather and an actor like Karen Gillan become essential. You need that emotional counterbalance to make the action hit even harder. It's not just swords and lightning. It's about love, loss, and identity across centuries.